Are we all heading towards a higher consciousness or a greater understanding of who and what we truly are in the universe? Tune into my talk show, Universal Talk, Saturday, March 13th, 2010, where we will explore the evidence. We welcome Marcia Schafer on the show to discuss exploring higher consciousness and the extraterrestrial reality. The media calls her an extraordinary package that is half Tom Peters and half Fox Mulder. Schafer is revolutionizing how we do business by bringing in science, mysticism, and higher consciousness. For more information, visit her website at www.beyondzebra.com. Tune in as we'll be discussing the possibilities on Universal Talk, Saturday, March 13th at 10 a.m. Welcome to Universal Talk. On today's show, we ponder exploring higher consciousness and the extraterrestrial reality. Let's present the case. First, we must consider the possibility of various levels of consciousness. If this is so, then who do we look to raise each individual's consciousness at a unique level of awareness? As we are all at different levels of consciousness and rise at different rates of speed. Is the ET awareness a part of a higher consciousness? In other words, if one can accept the fact that ETs may or even do exist, will that allow greater experiences to happen to those here on this earth plane and therefore raise an individual's consciousness? What if there were individuals who have been gifted with a higher level of awareness or consciousness, who had the ability to guide or mentor those of us with a lower or at least a different level of awareness? How would one know to even look for such a person? Now, you may ask yourself these simple questions. Have you ever felt different from your friends or your family? Have you ever felt like no one understands you? Have you ever felt that there has to be more than what you see, feel, or hear? Have you ever wished that you could find someone who could just give you the answers that you were looking for? In a moment, we'll have Marcia Schafer on the show. The media calls her an extraordinary package that is half Tom Peters and half Fox Mulder. Schafer is revolutionizing how we do business by bringing in science, mysticism, and higher consciousness. For more information, visit her website at www.beyondzebra.com. Hello, Marcia Schafer. Welcome to the show. Are you there?
Yeah, can you hear me?
Oh, I got you now.
Okay. Good morning, good morning, good morning.
It's a really early morning for you, hey.
Yeah, it is.
What is it, 7 o'clock there?
Well, with you being on the time change, I wasn't sure what time we were going to start, but it is now 8 o'clock.
Oh, I see. Great. So that's better. Better than 7, I guess. So what direction would you like to go today?
Well, I'll leave it up to you. I'll just let your audience know a little bit about what I do so they can have a background and understanding.
Great.
What I currently do right now is I turn people into humanitarian pioneers, but how I do it is through a rather unusual approach to it. I just look at a photo, and I'm able to see a reincarnational pathway of other people's lifetimes and the soul lessons as to why they were born and what they came here to learn. And so I'm able to discuss their life issues, and then I use my business expertise. I've been an executive, an entrepreneur, been a business consultant for a long time with a lot of experience in different industries. So I use my business expertise then to go to the next level and say, okay, this is all nice, but what are you going to do about your life? And I position them in a way that they're better prepared for the 21st century and the way our lives are changing. And part of the way I have insight on that, part of my abilities, is that I've had a lifetime of extraterrestrial contact.
Wow.
So I have a perspective of looking at our planet a little bit differently than most people do. And while I know for some people it's still a controversial topic, for
right.
many it's not, and they want to know more and they're hungry for information. And I really appreciated how you were talking about at the beginning of your show, consciousness, because it really does all get down into understanding consciousness and who we are, what we're about, and our relationship to the universe. So I turn people into very productive social pioneers through using my intuitive abilities, my experience with extraterrestrial reality, and the last piece is I also am able to communicate with animals. What I've learned from my experiences with the extraterrestrials opened up the animal world to me. So all that comes together in a way, I guess, where you could say ghosts, aliens, pets, and the future of business in a way you've never seen it before.
That's right. Wow. That's pretty amazing. How old were you when you were contacted by ETs?
I've had contact since I was born, since I was in the crib, but I was born in the late 50s. I have no compunction about revealing my age. And during that time, there really wasn't anything to, understand it. There was no explanation for it. So I really didn't understand what was going on till decades later when I began to deal with it and understand it at a different level. It was just something that I just kept repressing and trying to deny. But at the same time, I knew something was going on, and I looked at life differently, and I had all these vast array of experiences that helped shape me. The interesting thing about in the early days, a lot of the experiences were experiential. So I was exposed to things, taken to see certain